uh, the little chat we have after Jummah prayer. This week I've chosen something that the Promised Messiah ﷺ said, which was printed in Al-Hakam on 24th of May 1901. And its heading is Signs of People of Faith. It actually starts off with a Persian couplet, and I have to admit my illiteracy in this sense that I don't know Persian. So I will simply start with where the Urdu starts. This claim is made by every nation that there are many among us who love God. But what we should ask for proof of is whether God loves them or not. God's love is manifested in this, that first He lifts that curtain on the heart which causes a man not to have complete faith in existence of God. It is like believing in existence of God, but with some shadow of doubt or darkness on it. And it so happens that at the time of a trial, such people totally deny the existence of God. And that curtain cannot be lifted except in the way of converse with God. Thus, a human being drowns himself in real belief of the existence of God on that day when God addresses him and says to him, I exist. And he gives the good news of his existence himself. Then the belief in existence of God is not restricted to mere guesswork or rational thinking, but he becomes so close to God as if he can see him. And it is true, and it's absolutely true, that perfect faith in God is only attained on the day when God informs the person of this news. Then the other sign of love of God is that not only does he inform those whom he holds dear of his existence, but he also reveals his blessings and mercy, especially upon those people. And in this way, that their prayers, which exceed what may be outwardly expected or hoped for, such prayers are accepted. And then through his revelation and through his converse, he informs them of this. Then their hearts find contentment that our God is Almighty, who listens to our prayers, who gives us news, and who rids us of any difficulties or trials that we may face. And it is on that day that you understand salvation. And you understand the existence of God. However, to wake people up and to warn them. Sometimes others also receive true dreams. But there is a difference in the color and in the station of such things. God's converse, which is bestowed only upon those whom he loves, is shown by that when a person he loves prays, then God, showing his glory and majesty, he reveals to him and he sends to that person his spirit. And in words of love, or with words of love, he gives him the good news that his prayer will be accepted. And whoever receives such divine converse in abundance, that could be a prophet, or that could be a muhaddis. Muhaddis are non-prophets with whom God speaks. And this is the sign of a true religion, that its teaching creates such people who attain to the station of the muhaddis, with whom God speaks directly. The truth of Islam, the first sign of the truth of Islam is that there are righteous in it with whom God speaks directly. And this is what the verse 31 of chapter Hamim means. We are your friends in this world, in this world's life, and in the hereafter. And you have therein what your souls desire, and you have therein what you asked for. This is the standard by which a true and a living religion should be judged. And we know that this light is only in Islam. Other religions are devoid of such light. And for them, this one thing should be greater than 1,000 rational arguments about the truth of Islam. Why? Because the dead cannot compete with the living. And the blind cannot lead in the same way as those with sight. And Hazrat Sahib ends with one of his own, a verse of his own, कोई मजहब नहीं ऐसा के निशान दिखलाए ये समर बाग मोहम्मद से ही खाया हमने. There is no other religion that can show such signs. This fruit is only found in the orchard of Muhammad. I end with that today.